Oh no, it's Mark! Hey, what's up Elite Warriors? This is Mark Yoon, and today I'm bringing you a very special video. As you know, if you've watched my channel before, I stopped doing Dragon Ball Super episode reviews, mainly because it just wasn't getting enough views on my channel. So I am doing the special OVA though, the Ultimate Limit Breaker Goku, or as he's being known now because of the episode, the Ultra Instinct Goku. We're going to get into the episode in a few minutes, but I just wanted to outline what I perceive the transformation to be. I've watched the episode probably 4 or 5 times now, episodes 109 and 110, and the way I see it is it's actually not a transformation. I think it is a new state or a mode, such as like something along the lines of Kaioken, something like that. So what I think we're going to see in the future is the next strongest enemy that we come up against after Jiren, whatever the main universal tier threat is going to be that impedes upon the universal tournament of power. I'm guessing Goku's going to stack this new power on top of Kaioken Blue. Just like he does, obviously with Kaioken, he did in this episode Kaioken times 20. I think he's going to stack the Ultra Instinct on top of the Kaioken. Maybe, I don't think he needs to stock it on top of Kaioken necessarily, because I think it just supersedes everything that has to do with Kaioken, but I think he is going to stack it on top of his blue form, and that's what we're going to see as quite possibly the final form Goku takes in, I was about to say GT, in Dragon Ball Super. I don't know how much longer the series is going to last after this, but it's pretty hyped up right now, so I'm assuming it's going to go for longer, at least another season. But we can only see until the end of the tournament of power happens. A lot of people tuned into this yesterday. Crunchyroll was down for a while, as was the Russian streaming website. So a lot of people were trying to get on. I decided to do the video the next day, it's Sunday, just because I wanted people to get a chance to watch it before they jumped on, because I know a lot of people that don't have a chance to watch it right away, especially because the servers were down, wouldn't be able to click on my video just because they wouldn't want to be spoiled or something like that. So, first of all, let's get into what I didn't like about it. Not much. What I didn't like is Ribrianne. She's so annoying. And then when she went to that cocoon state and transformed into Super Ribrianne, I thought she was gonna finally be normal again. But no, she's just herself with wings. Take that or interpret that however you want. Yeah, I don't like her character. I don't really care. Whatever. She's useless. She's fodder. She's a joke character, so she can go away. And that wasted 10 minutes of episode 109. So if you're really just interested in the Goku and Jiren fight, then I would skip to 9 minutes in, I think, in episode 109. But, so that was quite pointless. So Goku tests out his abilities against Jiren. He starts off in base, and then he goes Super Saiyan 2, and then he jumps into Super Saiyan God, and he said, I guess this is a challenge to you, and he steps up to Super Saiyan Blue, and that's where kind of the fight actually begins. They have a cool little face-off, and then they start, going at it. Goku doesn't really get he doesn't really elicit much of a reaction from Jiren until he gets to Blue. He just kind of stands there and does nothing. And everyone's, there's a lot of exposition going on in the background about how, martial artists, even in other worlds and other dimensions or whatever, test each other in the same fashion, so it's nice to see, especially coming from Roshi and whatnot. So it wasn't too, exposition heavy. There wasn't a lot of dialogue, but, it's the basic Tournament of Power stuff that gives us just some extra insight into what's going on. So Goku, obviously, is running out of power, he's running low on power, and he does a Spirit Bomb. This is my favorite part of the episode, not because he does a Spirit Bomb, because I really don't care about the Spirit Bomb, especially because with this level of power of this Genki Dama, Vegeta actually doesn't incorporate any of his power, it's just the rest of the Universe 7 fighters, which the only person whose abilities even probably did anything to the Genki Dama is probably Frieza, which is my favorite part. Frieza actually did give Goku some of his energy for the Genki Dama, which I think made the entire special or OVA, whatever you want to call it. For me personally, that was my favorite part. And I'm pretty sure people like Jamie, Super Mega Frieza, are going to be really happy with that as well. Maybe even Danny geeked him. I know he likes Frieza a lot. But, so, without like that out of the way, the episode 109 ends in a cliffhanger with him throwing the spirit bomb or whatever. Obviously, we know the spirit bomb's not going to work because we've been seeing this new transformation, which people have been titling Limit Breaker, which actually is a pretty decent title for what it is, because it kind of is a limit breaker. Whis even himself says that like Goku like surpassed, like he broke through the shell or something. He didn't absorb the Genki Dama, but personally, what it looked like to me is like the Genki Dama created so much of a void that like, it almost had like a mini black hole effect in the center, like a horizon point. And I think when Goku went towards the event horizon, he didn't really absorb it. We said something about like his character or like his insides were like clashing with being pretty much annihilated by the Genki Dama. So we see him go off in a flash of light. Everyone thinks he's dead. Obviously we know he's not dead, or else like, I mean, the episode's only 6 minutes in and what are we going to have? Like Hit fight him? Like, it's not going to happen. Not that Hit's not going to fight him, but I mean as the main event. So Goku shows back up with this transformation, and the gods are all excited. A lot of them nervous, especially Beerus, and they're calling this the Ultra Instinct. Which, I'm sure you all know what instincts are by now. It's like the kind of like, it's not really the gut feeling, but like after training for so long, or after going through certain ordeals or certain things in life, like you start to gain awareness of how things work, and instincts, how I would put it, are that underlining awareness, like a pre-awareness almost, like it's nothing supernatural, but I mean, just the sum of all the experiences that you've had, you can almost kind of forecast what the next one's going to be if it's in a similar fashion. And he was said by Toriyama in the design and stuff like that to flow like water. I don't know about the flow by Toriyama, I know it was mentioned somewhere, I think in an article. And so it flows like water, so and Gohan even mentions like his dad's moving completely different than he normally acts. And you can see that like in his attacks, like when he does this like flowing kick, like everything is flowing more, and like even his attacks, they're kind of like almost have like a snake like water-like pattern to them, as opposed to like just straight up punches like he usually does. So that's fun to see. So he is obviously having a great effect, not a great effect, but he's having an effect on Jiren in this state. And I want to mention that like the voice over is really cool. It's kind of like somewhat like a holification or like a Kyuubi chakra, like Naruto. Like it's like an echoed voice with like a really dark. The only way I can describe it is like it sounds like when Goku transforms into an Azura. That's what it sounds like, but like simultaneous, like as he's fighting. So it's really cool. Jiren ends up gaining the upper hand once again. I think Goku's power runs out because before he gets hit by Jiren's red blast, his attack that comes from his, he blocked him and then like he sent him back flying with a blast. You see his eyes flash black for a second. So I think we know that the power is about to be out, and that's where I get my hypothesis from, that it's actually a state and it's not a transformation. It's like an ability that he can learn to master and extend over time and stack on top of his pre-existing transformation. Hopefully we can see him like doing that until we get up to the final form, because I think it would be really cool to see like a Super Saiyan 3 version of the Limit Breaker. I think that would be awesome. And even if they gave him like the silver and like purplish or bluish whatever hair like in that state, that would be awesome. I know a lot of people like Super Saiyan 2. I'm personally a bigger fan of Super Saiyan 3, and my favorite is Super Saiyan 4, as any of you who know me like know that. But so anyway, I don't want to drag this video out for too long. I hope you enjoy the screenshots that are in the background. Let me know what you thought about the episode. Like episodes actually. I rather enjoyed them, especially that new theme, man. The new ending theme is like, it's insane. It's called like Rondetta or something like that. I don't know. It's really awesome though. Like I downloaded it on my phone because I was like, that theme is intense. It's probably my favorite theme that I've ever heard in a Dragon Ball anything. Like I think my two favorites under that are like Dan Dan Kokiara, the Dragon Ball GT main theme, and I also really liked, well, I like the Dragon Ball GT ending theme too, but I also like We Got Power from like the movies and specials. But this is my new hands down favorite. It's insane. I love it. Like I like the harmonics and the vocalization between the female and male with the orchestrated background on top of the heavy guitars. It's really nice. I just really like it. If you're into music at all, it's really good. But that's going to be the video for today, guys. Thanks for joining me. If you have any comments, leave them in the comment section down below. Don't forget to check out my friend Rich at Wealth Enterprises in the description box below. Hit me up on any of my social media, which you can find on the screen today. And if there's anything else that I can do for you guys or that you want to see on my channel, feel free to hit me up and give me your thoughts, suggestions, critiques, comments, whatever you want. And that's going to be it for today, guys. And as always, stay powered up. Peace.